July 9, 2024. Tuesday of the 14th week in Ordinary Time. A reading from the book of the prophet Hosea. Thus says the Lord, Israel made kings, but not through me. They set up princes, but I knew it not. With their silver and gold they made idols for their own destruction. I have spurned your calf, O Samaria. My anger burns against them. How long will they be incapable of innocence? For it is from Israel, a craftsman made it, it is not God. The calf of Samaria shall be broken to pieces. For they sow the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. The standing corn has no heads, it shall yield no flour, if it were to yield, strangers would devour it. Because Ephraim has multiplied altars for sinning, they have become to him altars for sinning. Were I to write for him my laws by the 10,000s, they would be regarded as a strange thing. As for my sacrificial offerings, they sacrifice meat and eat it, but the Lord does not accept them. Now he will remember their iniquity and punish their sins, they shall return to Egypt. The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. Response, House of Israel, trust in the Lord. But our God is in the heavens. He does whatever he wills. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of human hands. House of Israel, trust in the Lord. They have mouths but they cannot speak. They have eyes but they cannot see. They have ears but they cannot hear. They have nostrils but they cannot smell. House of Israel, trust in the Lord. They have hands but they cannot feel. They have feet but they cannot walk. Their makers will come to be like them, as will all who trust in them. House of Israel, trust in the Lord. House of Israel, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. House of Aaron, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. House of Israel, trust in the Lord. Alleluia, Alleluia. I am the good shepherd, says the Lord, I know my own and my own know me. Alleluia, Alleluia. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew. At that time, a demon-oppressed man who was mute was brought to Jesus. And when the demon had been cast out, the mute man spoke. And the crowds marveled, saying, Never was anything like this seen in Israel. But the Pharisees said, He casts out demons by the prince of demons. And Jesus went throughout all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every infirmity. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few, therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection. Tuesday, 14th week in Ordinary Time. The labor of Jesus is evident from even today's short Gospel reading. It begins with Jesus enabling a dumb man to speak. There follows a summary statement of Jesus' labors in all the towns and villages of Galilee, teaching in synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom of heaven and curing the sick and diseased. When he looked out upon a crowd he saw the potential for more labor. He felt compassion for them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. Although not stated on this occasion, Jesus' compassionate response to the lost always leads him to labor further, to work more. Yet, although God was working powerfully through the labors of Jesus, he was well aware that he needed other laborers to work alongside him. That is why he calls on his disciples to ask the Lord of the harvest to send laborers to his harvest. He wants his disciples to labor alongside him, but they are also to pray, petitioning God to send more laborers than themselves. That call of Jesus on his disciples to ask the Lord of the harvest for more laborers has often been heard as a call to pray for more vocations to the priesthood and religious life. However, we recognize more clearly today that this is too narrow an interpretation of this invitation of Jesus. The risen Lord needs all kinds of laborers today to work in God's harvest. Every disciple is needed. All the baptized need to put their shoulder to the wheel. The harvest remains rich and a varied and full workforce is needed. We all have some responsibility to ensure that Jesus' work of proclaiming God's kingdom in word and deed remains a living reality today. We are all the Lord's co-workers and we need all hands on deck today more than ever.